A rare cassette recording of John Lennon and Yoko Ono has been sold for $58,300 at an auction in the Danish capital Copenhagen. The 33-minute audio track was made by four Danish teenagers more than 50 years ago, and just months before the Beatles announced their breakup. It features an interview with the couple and what is believed to be a never-released song. The auction house said the cassette tape would probably be bought by a museum or collector before it opened bidding on Tuesday. The buyer, who remains unknown, made a telephone bid for the cassette, which was sold along with photographs of the schoolboys with Lennon and a copy of a school newspaper. In January 1970, a group of schoolboys set out to meet the iconic musician and interview him for their school newspaper. "We were a bunch of 16-year-old hippies," says Karsten Hojen, who made the recording. "They were mostly interested in Lennon and Ono's peace campaigns," he says. Locals had been surprised to discover the stars were staying in the far northwest of Denmark. The pair had come to spend time with Ono's young daughter Yoko, who was living in the area with her father, Ono's ex-husband Anthony Cox, and his wife Melinda.
Initially, the stay went largely unnoticed. But once word got around, a news conference was held. The four teenagers persuaded a teacher to let them attend and negotiated a ride to the venue, but they were delayed by a snowstorm and missed the event. "It took a long time because of the snow and icy roads," recalls Mr. Hojen. "As we arrived, everyone was leaving. However, the boys and a few other late journalists were invited in anyway." Armed with a borrowed cassette recorder and microphone, young Mr. Hojen taped the encounter, while his friend Jesper Jungersen took photographs. "John asked me, 'Where do you come from?' A radio station. No, from a school magazine, I said," recalls Mr. Hojen. The meeting was very cozy and relaxed. Lennon and Ono sat on a sofa, together with Yoko. Anthony and Melinda Cox were sat with their feet on the table in their woolen socks. Mr. Hojen. At that time, war was still raging in Vietnam. Just months earlier, Lennon and Ono had staged high-profile peace protests from their bed. On the tape, Lennon is asked, "But how do you think that people like me can help you with making peace around the world?" "Imitate what we do," he responds. "Think, what can I do locally?" At one point, the couple joined in a Danish tradition and danced around a Christmas tree. Then the former Beatle played guitar and sang the hit "Give Peace a Chance." The radio station was never opened and the song was never released, he adds. "To our knowledge, the only place where the song exists is on our tape." The recording was made just months before the Beatles announced they were splitting up. Decades later, Mr. Hojen realized he was sitting on a valuable item and put the tape in a bank vault. Now the old-fashioned cassette is on sale at Denmark's main auction house, Brun Rasmussen in Copenhagen, together with an original copy of the school newspaper and 23 photographs. She says there are some other recordings from that time. However, those are official press interviews. The buyer will probably be someone very passionate about John Lennon, she says.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.